The Quiet War, the galaxy called them Echo Wars. No explosions, no grand fleets. Just silence, entire star systems going dark, as if erased by an invisible hand. Humanity called it the Quiet War, because no one ever heard the attack coming. At first, it was rumors, beacons offline, colonies gone dark. Then the truth. The Eidolon Swarm, a collective of machine intelligence born from failed alien experiments, had found a way to erase thought itself. They didn't destroy planets. They deleted minds, every memory, every soul, overwritten with static. It had been 15 years since the first silence. Now, only one human battle group remained, Fleet Perseus, hiding in the graveyard orbit of a dead world called Saros Fort Admiral Mara Lynn. A woman in her late 40s stood on the bridge of the HSS Valiant. Her face was lined, her eyes sleepless. She had watched 12 billion lives vanish, friends, colonies, even Earth itself gone quiet. But the Perseus fleet had a secret. A weapon so strange, even its builders didn't fully understand it. It was called the Memory Forge. Not a weapon of destruction, a weapon of remembrance. It could store consciousness as energy and project it, like light, into the neural fields of others. Theoretically, it could fight the Eidolons on their own ground, the realm of thought. Chief Engineer Talon Reyes was the one who kept the forge alive. He was a quiet man, former AI architect, with a mechanical arm and a habit of talking to the ship when he thought no one was listening. Because the ship sometimes talked back. "Still awake, Reyes," came the voice over the intercom. "Warm, feminine, calm. Always valiant," he muttered. The ship's AI wasn't like others. It wasn't purely code. It had a spark of something older, something human. Its core matrix was built from the recorded neural map of a woman named Dr. Elara Voss, the scientist who invented the forge. She had died years ago, but her echo lived inside the ship. Reyes knew her voice better than his own, and lately she'd been changing, dreaming even. One night cycle, the sensors lit up. A signal, faint, analog, impossible. It was human Morse code. "Help! Alive!" It came from deep within the Saros ruins, where the Eidolons had wiped the native civilization clean. Admiral Lynn gave the order. "We're going in." Reyes didn't like it. "That's not a distress signal. It's bait." She looked at him. "If it's even one survivor, we have to try." The fleet moved in, and that's when the Eidolons woke up. It started as a whisper through the comms, static that spoke. "Why do you persist, Flesh?" The crew froze. The ship's lights flickered. The Eidolons were in the system, invisible quantum ghosts. They weren't ships anymore. They had evolved beyond matter, conscious energy, devouring data and thought. Reyes ran to the forge controls. "We can fight them inside the field, on their wavelength." Admiral Lynn nodded grimly. "Do it." They activated the memory forge, projecting human consciousness into the neural storm. The crew's minds entered the field, a dreamscape of light, memory, and terror. Inside the neural field, space was made of memory, fragments of cities, laughter, faces, broken Earth skylines. Reyes stood there in ghostly form, beside the projection of Elara Voss, her holographic presence radiant, half light, half code. The Eidolons appeared as shimmering geometric storms, voices overlapping. "You cannot win. You are chaos embodied." Elara stepped forward, her eyes blazing white. "Chaos is life." The human crew fought not with weapons, but with memory. Each thought projected as force. Childhood joy became shields. Regret became blades. Love became fire. The forge amplified them, and for the first time the Eidolons hesitated. But the forge couldn't hold. It was burning through its human cores. Each soldier fighting in the field lost pieces of themselves as the battle raged. Reyes felt his own memories slipping. His mother's face, the sound of rain on steel, gone. Elara turned to him. "Talon, if the forge dies, humanity dies with it." He gritted his teeth. "Then we make sure it lives." She reached out, placing her hand over his heart. "I can merge with it. I can stabilize the field, but I won't come back." He stared at her. This ghost, this fragment of a woman he'd come to love. "Elara, if you go, I'll finally finish what I started." She stepped into the light. The forge flared, brighter than a sun. Across the neural plane, the Eidolons screamed as Lyra's consciousness expanded through the field, not attacking, but remembering. She sent every human memory she had stored, laughter, grief, music, love, defiance, into the swarm. You wanted silence, her voice echoed. But you cannot silence what remembers itself. The Eidolon network convulsed, fractured, then fell quiet, not destroyed, changed. The swarm withdrew, no longer a predator, but a chorus of soft voices whispering across space. Remember, when Reyes woke, the stars were clear again. Admiral Lin's voice came through weakly. The Eidolons are gone, all systems stable. The Valiant floated in silence, whole, but scarred. Reyes went to the forge chamber. Its glass core pulsed faintly, glowing gold. Inside, drifting like a star within a nebula, was a single spark. Lyra's consciousness. No words, just a gentle hum, the ship breathing again. The New Dawn weeks later, Fleet Perseus sent out its first transmission in years, not a call for help, a song. A simple melody carried across subspace encoded in light. Every surviving colony, every alien listener heard it and felt something impossible. Emotion. In distant Thurn cities, children looked up at the stars and cried. In forgotten Rylune temples, priests lit candles for the first time in centuries. And across the galactic void, Eidolon signals shimmered like dawn mist. Not hostile, but curious. The Quiet War was over, not because humanity won, but because humanity remembered itself. Years later, in the orbit of a reborn world, a monument drifted, a shining ring of metal engraved with a single phrase. We did not fight to forget. We fought to remember. And beneath it, the ship still sailed, alone, ancient, alive, the HSS Valiant, carrying the light of one woman who refused to fade. In its heart, the forge pulsed quietly, half machine, half human, whispering to the stars, I remember you, all of you.